YouTube. It's Ashley in Everett, the real estate expert. And what am I going to talk about today? I'm going to talk a little bit about my real estate journey. I got started in real estate. It's new for me. I had a really interesting phone call today with a coach, and I think it's going to be good. I'm really, really excited, and I think this is almost like my before picture. When you're getting ready to start a workout program, and you're like, I don't know if you've seen those videos where someone transforms and they're showing like their picture when they're all flabby and out of shape and they can't do any push-ups or anything like that. And I think it'll be sort of interesting to kind of like keep that going. What I'll do also is upload a few videos. I have some videos of when I first started door knocking. I think maybe this can be really useful for agents that are new to real estate, who are thinking, oh, I can't get into door knocking, or I don't know what to do. I mean, I think the only thing that I can tell you is you have to get frequent before you get great. Okay, so I mean, a part of it is just getting out there and getting started. Of course, you're gonna go through all these experiences, you're gonna knock on all these doors and talk to all these different people, and just get better. And so that sort of fits in sort of like the bigger picture. It's like, how do I develop this career that I want in real estate, and how do I get to be the best? And I think it'll just be interesting to sort of see what happens. So basically today is day one of coaching. It's been really interesting so far. I'll just kind of see how it goes. I mean, I don't know, this is really ridiculous. I should know the answer to this. I'm not really sure exactly what I need. If I just need someone to be like, you have a homework due, or hey, why didn't you get that done, or whatever. I mean, maybe it's just part of that. I mean, I think sometimes that happens. I come from a strong academic background, and so I'm really used to having deadlines and assessments and a lot of structure in that sense. And starting a business is a little bit different. I mean, basically the structure is whatever you want. You make the deadlines because you're the boss. And I think the sort of funny thing is, it's like, well, then you got to sit down with yourself and be like, hey, what's going on? But it's sort of nice to have someone behind your back, sort of backing you up, helping you out to get through things, and to kind of coach you on and push you to your limit. I think the most interesting thing about this journey for me is going to be sort of pushing that limit in a lot of different ways, like comfort zone, and sort of pushing my success limit. I don't know. I think this is really kind of complicated, but it just happens. You sort of like get to a certain level of success, and you're like, oh, okay, I don't need to do as much or whatever. I don't know. It's terrible mindset. So I realized I was being an idiot today. I started listening to an audiobook that my coach recommended, and I think within an hour I was able to remove my head from my ass so that I can get to work. I mean, sometimes that happens. I think sometimes someone just needs to kind of like give you a little shake, like, what the fuck? And I don't know. I think it'll be sort of like interesting to kind of like do these types of update videos. I've read lots of books and followed lots of successful people in the last year, and just kind of getting a lot of information and bringing it in and sort of making heads or tails of it. And I think one of the things that many people say is that people don't really want to see when you're not failing and you're not being successful. They just want to see the end result. They're like, they don't want to see like the part where oh, it's really hard and you have to come home crying. So I'm gonna try to do my best to document that. Because I think it'll be helpful for new agents, especially because I think that there's a lot of times where you're just gonna not be perfect. You're gonna be kind of failing forward, like all these things that everybody says. And I'm gonna do my best to do a lot of that. And to document it. And honestly, I think I didn't tell my coach this today, but I do hope that at some point I feel like we're not doing work if I'm not either pissed off or crying or, throwing up in a trash can, maybe metaphorically. I mean, I don't know, maybe you could door knock so much that your hand hurts or your feet are hurting or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't think maybe you're not doing the work. You're not doing the required shit. So that's really what I want to talk about today. And of course, follow me on Facebook. I also have a website. Follow my website. Go to my website. It's ashleybolden.com. If you have any questions about starting off as a real estate agent, I'd be more than happy to answer them. I do have some tips to help you get along. Other than that, I will see you again soon, YouTube.